I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
53's Mike. I got it. Out.
General West. Hit it.
First carry for James Conner. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Conner looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
There you go.
53 to Mike.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st and 10 is Conner. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now this throw complete to Washington, and that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run with Conner. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through...
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Undercook, lady. Undercook.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these...
He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. 5.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Corey Legion.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or more.
Check. 53 is mine. Man, I got you.
Get it.
On the run is Connor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Clear.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Jets' 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 3rd and long, it's Rudolph. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On first down, Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. A first down throw, Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
53, Mike 53. Watch the run, watch the run.
Recon, 132 fighter. Big grip, big grip.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Come on, boy.
Now it's Rudolph. And this one's incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it's third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, New York.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt.
47's the Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Hey, orbit.
Rap. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
I'm on. Hey, check, Mike, 47.
Yo,
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now it's Connor. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6.
Take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll run here with Connor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Locke looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And it's a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Hey, box truck.
47's the mic, boy, 47.
From the 31, Darnold. It's complete to Fuller. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Caught here by Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw it is Locke. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Let's go, deep.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
And ladies. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 5. Ladies. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, But how about the other side, learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 88 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A give running right is counter. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check, 53 is mine. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
80 weapon.
You don't want it. Check safety, check safety. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS.
Ready?
On play action, Lock. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first down, Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On the tackle.
Set.
It's
60 or.
Brings up
Get
second
ready.
and 11.
Get ready.
General West.
34-yard line.
Hit it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Screen pass to Connor. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He juked him and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Darnold. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Lock now on 1st down. Complete to Washington. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Here's Darnold. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
No, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
First down, New York.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
47.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now it's Darnold. He finds his target, Fuller. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Come on, come on.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Switch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check. Crunch. Check 31. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To try again after the sack. Darnold being chased out left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
47.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
It's a gain of 2. First down.
We got it. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Darnold from the red zone now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bell. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I'm coming for you, son. Get it ready.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Washington's got it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ready, ready.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
X3, 218, chopper.
53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
5.
Block now to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They look to throw. It's Locke. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles. And
got his man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson. An 80-yard touchdown as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, it's locked. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Hey, my 7.
From mid-30 on 2nd down, Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Hey, let's go.
47 Mike, 47.
Now it's Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
47. Check, 47. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Mike's 47.
Now Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Darnold now to throw. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.